Hi, I'm Amanda Perna from ehow.com, and today I'm going to show you how to design and make dresses. The first thing when designing dresses is to figure out what kind of dress you want to make. So I went ahead and designed my dress. I am very into, as you can tell, big sleeves these days, so I wanted to have a dress that reflected that. I wanted something fitted, but I wanted the sleeve to really be the focal point of this dress. So first things first, you sketch out your dress. Then you have to figure out where you want the dress to fit on the body, what the measurements are of the dress. So you have to base that around the measurements of the person you're making the dress for. So if it's for yourself, then you need someone to help you measure yourself, or if it's for someone else, make sure you have accurate measurements so you can figure out how to achieve the style lines that you want, but to achieve the fit that is necessary to make the garment look good. So for this design here, the next step was to make your pattern. So I do my pattern from the method of draping, but there's also, and that just means that you put the fabric on the form and you literally drape it to find the way that the pieces will be made. So for this particular piece, as you can see, I have what's called princess seam lines, and I have a waistline, I have a sash, and I have the sleeve. So first things to do was to develop my bodice. So for this, I have front panels, I have a center front panel, center back, and your back side. So when you put this all together, you have more or less half of a garment here. This is your front half, this is your back half. Then you do the same for a skirt. So what you're going to do, once you have your pattern, is you're going to determine what kind of fabric you'd like to make this out of. Do you want it to be stiff? Do you want it to be flowy? So you go to the fabric store and you find your fabric. Once you have your fabric, you'll put your pattern pieces on and cut, and then sew your garment. So for this, because the sleeve was so tricky, what I went ahead and did was to make what's called a muslin. So I went ahead and took my pattern pieces and made a mock sleeve so I could make sure it fit how I wanted it to fit, and I could do it ahead of time before cutting my fabric to make sure that it all fits. So then you have your pattern done, you have your fabric cut, and then the last thing, of course, is to sew your garment. So here is my garment. I have the sleeve that was pictured. Just a lovely sleeve with a little bit of volume. I have my princess seam lines. I have my sash belt. And most importantly, it fits the measurements that were necessary to work for the model. So once you have all of that done, you sew it together, and then you have your garment. So that's how you design and make dresses. My name's Amanda Perna. Thank you for watching.